Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today's a little bit special. So for those of you who have been kind of following along, I am not in the BrickLink store now. I'm just having one of my partners do that, and that is, to keep the social distancing and stuff. But what that means is I've been at home now with kind of nothing to do like the rest of the world at the moment. So what I've kind of been doing is getting a little bit back into Lego, not in just in terms of selling it, but in building it or rebuilding it or, kind of trying to create my own creations. So what I want to do is show you a few of the things I've been working on over the past week or so that I've been, not doing BrickLink. Hopefully you guys think they're cool. A few of them are just sets that are normal. And there's a few things that I'm working on that are a little different. So go ahead and check it out. So this is the first set that I rebuilt that really this is the reason I wanted to rebuild the Lego. So for those of you who don't know, this is set 10182, I believe. Might be wrong on that. This is the Cafe Corner, and I'm not really going to review these because these are just Lego sets, but this was the first modular building that Lego came out with in 2007, and I got this back then, and it was really, really, really cool, and I just wanted to rebuild this because all my Lego were all taken apart, and they were back in bags, sorted by color. So this one took a long time to find all the pieces, but I do believe it's built 100% right, except for the minifigs. There are no minifigs in here. But other than that, all the pieces are here, and I found all the pieces, and it's a really cool set. So this is the first one I built. Then after this, I'm like, you know what, that was kind of fun. It took a little while because I had to find all the pieces, but I had another set in mind that I wanted to build, which was this one. So this is the Lego train, Lego Maersk train set 10219, and this is, in my opinion, just the nicest Lego train and the most detailed Lego train that Lego has come out with. The only thing with it is, as you can see, this is what it comes with. And there's a minifig in there and a minifig in there. And I think it comes with a third one. But this is all that it came with in terms of the train cars, which is relatively normal for a Lego train, 3, maybe 4. But you can see it comes with 2 Maersk gray containers, 1 refrigeration container that's white, and then only 2 train cars there. So what I thought is I'm going to go on BrickLink and I'm going to create or build a few more. So I started to create some lists and stuff, and I have the plan at the moment to make 3 more cars like this where you can put the containers on, and then I have stuff right now to make 2 more white containers, and I'm working on the stuff for 6 of the gray containers. The only thing is the doors on the gray containers only came, I think, in 2 sets, so it's super expensive. And then if I want to make these cars here in the same Maersk color, these 1x8 tiles only came in 6 sets in the Maersk blue. And specifically, the Maersk blue is only in the sets that are Maersk. And with that being said, they're very expensive. So I think the cheapest tile, if I only wanted to buy a single one, is like over $350 on BrickLink. And I need, if I want to make 3 additional cars, 24 1x8 Maersk blue tiles. So we'll see if I end up doing it in the Maersk. I also like the dark blue. So I modeled this in Studio. I just kind of got involved in that. Started playing around in there, and I modeled this in Studio in the dark blue, and I like that, so I think I'll end up probably going with that. But yeah, this was the second set I built. Didn't take as long to get together because a lot of the pieces were in a bag together. This was, for the most part, bagged up as the set. Then from this, what I wanted to do was go and build some little train accessories. So the next set I built was this little one here, which is 7936, and this one is just kind of a little construction car, rail car that can, the wheels can pop down and it can actually drive on the train tracks. And then it's got these little rail crossings here. And this I kind of just, as I was going through my white bin, I found the stickered pieces. This was kind of still assembled like so. So I kind of just slowly pieced this together. This was like the little accessory I built. And then after that, I was like, you know what, I'm going to kind of create some of my own creations. So the next thing I did was just this little kind of buffer stopper here. I was on BrickLink and I was scrolling through some of the MOCs, and I found a few things like this that were, there were actually a ton of different variations of this. And this one specifically I kind of was attracted to, and then I didn't have all the pieces to do it correctly. So I had to totally improvise, but at the end of the day, I think it looks pretty good. And it does actually stop a train. And then I was missing a little 1x1 plate that I need to stick in there, so I found a 1x1 plate with a pin, or a little clip. And I put a little wrench in there, just because why not? This is the first, I guess, MOC I built, if you want to call it that. Just kind of a little train stopper to kind of go along with this guy while he's doing some construction. And then from there, I decided to get bigger. And I built a big train station here, which is not done, and it's very heavily based on the train station. I don't know how the set number at the moment, but this one came with it. So this, this like ladder part here, what I specifically did was I widened it by 6 studs so it would kind of go over a little more. And this is more than 3 times the size of the normal train station that this set was from. And then I thought I'd make these little overhang things, and I tried my best. The thought process here is, right now there's only 1 track going, but in theory there could be a second one that goes right along here. I just ran out of the 2x3 slopes that were, the bricks that are supposed to connect to the train. So you see I have a few curved ones there, so that'll focus. Then I have some actual, the right sloped ones over there. But, the thought was the chairs can go forward and backwards. And then, I kind of built these cool little canopy things. I don't like the trans blue glass there. So I will probably change it to trans black, maybe. I might want the dark tinted or just trans clear. We'll see. But the problem with this is I'm not good at building buildings, clearly. So, the only thing from this building that is from the original set is this little thing here, and then the idea of the clock hanging, and then the stickered piece up there, obviously. So, the building I'm not a fan of at all. But I'm really not great at building buildings. So, I'll keep trying and stuff, but, there is a little bit of an interior. There's a little cash register thing in there, and this is in theory the ticket window. But overall, not a ton of detail in this station. I was just kind of playing around. I thought, I'll make a little station, and then as I was going, I was like, what? Let's make it bigger and bigger and bigger. Because the only thing with Lego stations for me is that, you have a passenger train, and when the station is from here over, barely any of your train fits there. So at least here 2 cars can fit. And in theory, people can board or deboard the train. But yeah, this was the station that I created next. Again, kind of half mock, half based. The stairs are pretty much entirely from the set. I just extended them a little bit. But the next thing is really tiny, and then after that I decided to try something new. So this is the next little thing I built, which is, like I said, pretty tiny. It's kind of a signal thing, the trains can drive under, and there's like a green light or a red light here. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this. It's built with Technic pieces so that there's the holes in it. I put plates on the bottom. I'm probably going to take those off because they don't actually do anything. But 2 trains can drive, and they fit and stuff. 4 studs between the train track, and then this, the trains can clear this by a couple bricks. The only thing with this is these are 2x2 round bricks. I might change those to 2x2 round plates and just stick a couple of them in there so it's not quite as deep or as big. But for now, this totally works. And, this is just kind of fun to put together. But then, I've kind of been on this train thing, and I realized they built a train station, but at the moment, I don't have a passenger train that is built. So instead of just building one of the passenger trains I have, I decided I was going to go into Studio or stud.io. I don't actually know what it's called. I think it's Studio. And kind of construct and build the beginning of a passenger train on my own. So I decided I'd go into Studio and kind of create this train here. And this is based off of an Alaskan Railroad train, which you can see now. And overall, I think the color scheme is there. But with that being said, I had a lot of problems with this, particularly here in the wheelbase and with the wheels, because there are 3 wheels. So luckily I have extra train parts, so I was able to play around with it. But with the wheelbase being 3 wheels, there's no way in Lego, as far as I was able to tell, that you could actually build 3 wheels that don't rotate separately from each other. So what this is here specifically, if I select this, maybe I can pull it out. And I am no... Oh, yep, that didn't quite do the trick. Well, pretty much what I'm trying to say is this is on a turntable. So this separate up here, there's a turntable underneath here mounted on here, and this this front wheel can actually rotate separate from these. So with that being said, that was probably the hardest thing to figure out. With that, figuring it out, I was not able to use the traditional train chassis that Lego has, so I had to build my own out of plates. So down here there are some, there's all these plates, and they're put together to create a train chassis. But another thing is, with 3 wheels now, the only way I want it, like this could look good, is if there was the fuel tanks that normally go here. But if those were there, these could, the wheels had to be spread out more, meaning this train is actually 48 studs long. So it's definitely longer than the traditional Lego trains. But overall, I think it's starting to turn out. I plan on printing my own stickers. I'll put the Alaska sticker on the side there. And I'm just playing around right now because I'm not super familiar with the program. But overall, I think I'm doing an okay job. I'm trying to power it, so I have the traditional power things in there, the box thingy, whatever those are called. And yeah, I'm really trying my best, but So a few things I was having a problem with is like this piece specifically. Technically, according to the picture of the train, it should be yellow. I can't get any windshield piece in yellow that I've found, so this one does come in a dark blue. It's a little pricey, but that'll end up working because it kind of looks like it belongs there. And then I'm gonna have it struggle with the roof for sure. But overall, and this side's not even close to done. I'm just kind of been doing some detailing on this side with some things there. But yeah, I've been really trying to play around with Studio. I'm having fun with it. I'm not good at any 3D design software. When it comes to video, I can do video. I cannot do graphic design and stuff. So this is kind of like graphic design just in a 3D build, and it's definitely difficult. But I'm hoping this train isn't going to cost me like $1,000 to build after. But the plan for this is to add passenger cars to it, like I said. Oh, I can show you these here. I have extra ones. So underneath here real quick, if I take these off, you can see there's a turntable here, and that was what was mounted to those 1x8 tiles there, or 1x6 tiles, which I think have switched for the design, but same idea. The turntable is placed there, and this can actually rotate separate of this over here. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm doing here. Like I said, I want to build some train cars to go along with this that'll match it, that'll hold passengers as opposed to just cargo. And this has kind of been my quarantine project that I've been working on. And I also have been collecting pieces for the for another modular building that I'm slowly piecing together as I go through my old Lego collection to pull out the pieces I need, and then slowly you know, finding out what pieces I need to buy and placing some orders on BrickLink and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I appreciate you guys watching this video. For those of you who stuck around the whole time, thank you so much. If you guys are building anything right now, go ahead and put the comments as to what you guys are doing. And maybe any other ideas you have for me, because I'm starting to construct pieces to build kind of like a train layout. Not sure where I'm going to do it yet, but I like the idea of trains. I had one when I was a lot younger. We had a pool table in our garage, and we had a piece of plywood on top of it. That's why some of my track pieces are kind of, you know, dinged up, because we screwed all the track down to it. So when we wanted to play pool, we just had to pull off the piece of plywood, and then we could put the train table back on top of it. And I could run the Lego trains around. I had like 3 tracks kind of like inside of each other, you know, a little train yard and stuff. And it was really cool. So I kind of want to do something along the lines of that again, potentially. So if you guys have any ideas, go ahead and let me know. If I'm a terrible builder, let me know. I'm pretty sure I'm not fantastic, but I'm trying, and I'm having fun with it. And I think that's what really matters, and that's what's important about this hobby. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching. I appreciate it. Like I said, if you liked this video, go ahead and click the like button, and stay safe out there. Have a good one.